As I document my story and letting the world, you see, Abaconians for the most part, either the FNM or the PLP, and right ain't right, wrong ain't wrong, depending on which color you represent. That's why I'm independent. If you're wrong, don't care what color you is, you're wrong. And what has happened to Abaco under the FNM and the Progressive Liberal Party? It is unacceptable, and it's wrong. We had, and we still have on the ground, people that are trying to help Abaconia, this non-government agency. They spend millions and millions, and every one of these agencies, you could see what they're doing. They're doing it on a timely basis, and they're getting Abaconians back to normal. But the government, when I show you these homes right behind me, it's an example of they don't care. We had Samaritan Purse that came in right away and helped hundreds of Abaconians. We had CORE, IDEA, All Hearts and Hands just left this month. They were here for 3.5 years. We got GR3, Abaco Relief. They're still on the ground. They're still helping hundreds of people, rebuilding their lives, rebuilding homes. And Samaritan Purse, CORE, IDA, All Hearts and Hand, GR3, Abaco Relief, neither one of them waited to have the Prime Minister come to open the house. Neither one of them waiting on the Junkanoo, the news. They just did what was needed and necessary right away. But right here, the government of the Bahamas, these homes are the first set of homes that was built by any government after September 1st, 2019. And these houses behind me has been built 4 months now. They got the grass. Only thing they don't have is the furniture or anybody occupy them. You know why? Because Brave Davis got that little woman there by the name of Jobeth Colby Davis. And when you have a minister like Jobeth Colby Davis that believe that she is bigger than the people of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, she's a one-time wonder. She have no integrity. Her word means nothing. We saw that from the Abaco Taxi Association, where she promised to sit down with us before she gave taxi plates out like hot cake. We've been in the business. I've been in business 40 years. And when somebody said that they're going to sit down with Kai and they don't, I lose total respect for them. But the government has swiftly moved to build these houses, but nobody can occupy them until the minister, Jobeth Colby Davis, could have the Prime Minister come down, the Deputy Prime Minister, all their horses, all the trains, all the cowbells. See, it's got to be showtime for her. She has to be significant. That's a failed minister. Jobeth Colby, by all means, is a failure. And Brave have to remind himself that Jobeth Colby is a failure. If he stopped traveling long enough and then come and talk with Kai, I would look Brave Davis right in the eyes and say, brother, suck it up. Get rid of Jobeth Colby Davis. She is a disgrace to your ministry and you're going to fail because of her. How is it? I could back these words up. That house is being built by the government for over 4 months and nobody can occupy them until Jobeth Colby Davis could get a date with the Prime Minister to make herself look significant, to be on the news for a couple hours. That's all the news going to be on for a couple hours, to see that they have open houses in Abaco. But why all the brigade? Why should people be suffering 3 years and 4 months since these houses being built? Because Jobeth Colby Davis think that all eyes are on her. But she's a failure. The government is a failure. That people are in utter suffering. in cars, trucks, jam up with their neighbors, their loved ones, their relatives, and the homes are available, but you can't get the keys. You know what is a disgrace? When I saw the Prime Minister in the health facility and give 2 people keys for a house from September. This is December the 9th. The house being ready 4 months ago. But Jobert Colby don't want to give the keys because all eyes in on her. And we will suffer. We're going into Christmas. People could have been celebrating their first Christmas in a brand new home. But because of one bad minister, this is what's happened. This is where they are. All grass up, power ready. This is the house. This is one of the houses. And I just want to show you the failure of these. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. All these houses being ready, all painted up, grass, cut. This one here has a garage, but this is the beautiful work that I walk here and I say, boy, these people are a bunch of idiots, pure idiots, government at work. Here you see anything wrong with this house right here? As I bring this closest to you, you see anything wrong with this? Look at it. Before I spell it out. When I drove by here 4 months ago, I already know what the problem was. Any contractor would know. I'm not a contractor, but I also know. Look at the where they have for a garage. Number one, ain't many people put no car in no garage. But look at the distance. You have a 2 to 3 foot drop from the garage to the ground. So your car gonna go on elevator and get in the house. How are they gonna get to drive the car? So you have to saddle up and put a driveway to get to the carport because they're idiots. Only thing you can do is for the storage. Everything is here. Everything is here. They actually give a little bit more space in these ones, but 4 months they're being available, but the government can't find the time because they're traveling all over the world. So people can't move in the house. Is that right? I'm sending this out to the world because only Kai One will come and see this, because this is unacceptable. At least you got some space between here that you could put some plants or something. But all these are being ready, going on 5 months. But you can't occupy them until Jobert Colby Davis could get up with Brave Davis to bring the police band, the defense force band. It's a beautiful gesture, but they're wasting time, and all this stuff is unnecessary. As I take you to the suffering, the unnecessary suffering, because of a minister that believes she's bigger than her ministry. That ain't right. Look at the weed. You see the weed on the side of the house? This tell you how long. This all was no grass there when they did it. See the height of the weed that's growing inside the house? That's how long it's been sitting there dormant. Colby Davis can't get Brave to come and open them to make her to act as she some significant being. All the water heaters here, the lights are in. Only thing is missing is people and the keys. All along here. The grass, the weed is now taking the house over. All along here. Not beautiful homes, but we have to suffer a little while longer because of incompetent government and incompetent minister. Jobert Colby Davis ain't ready for us to move in yet, because she can't figure out how she gonna nail the Prime Minister down to visit Abaco, because they don't care about Abaco. And my member of Parliament, Kirk Cornish, him and the government got problem with John Canoe. So they even didn't listen to him. Look, all the weed growing up, passing the tree, and nobody's moved in yet. These are the other two down here, all ready to go. All ready to go, but the minister's not ready to go. Another one with a garage. Maybe they'll be able to get in that garage, but the other one they can't get in. This is what they call the high-end one. That one is a high-end, but no one gets in unless the minister is ready. This is government waste. This is abuse of power for people that walk away from Hurricane Dorian with just their lives. Houses is ready, but they can't move in until JoBeth Colby Davis get Prime Minister Davis to come with her, to hold her hand, to push the key in the lock and to open it. Until then, all Aberconians that are vying for these houses can't move in. That is unacceptable. How could you be proud of your government to see this unnecessary suffering? 3.5 years. The first set of houses they built, they can't open them. Kai case. It's unbelievable.